Hey guys, Nina Soul with Spiritual Vibes, doing another Riding with the Witch video. I had gotten, well, I guess I might as well start out telling how my morning is so far. It's very cold. It's very cold. Today is kind of like dark and gloomy out. I miss the sun today because I don't use an alarm clock. I usually wake up once I see the sun kind of like starting to peak up a little bit. That's when I wake up. So I try to wake up using my natural clock, my brain clock, using nature kind of thing, like with the sun coming up and knowing what time it is and that it's time for me to get up. Reason being is because I never really liked alarm clocks, because when you use an alarm clock, it's like it wakes you up in a panic. And for me, I like to wake up very slowly, so I'll wake up, I'll be up, but I'll be like, laying in bed for a little bit, and then, I'll lay in bed for like 10-15 minutes cuddling with my dogs. And then after that, I'll be, I'll get up, I'll start fixing my bed, and then I take my boys for a walk, and then I get home, I get ready. I think, like makeup is the longest thing that it takes me to do in the morning, because my hair, and that's what I love having dreadlocks, because I don't gotta do shit to my hair. I'm just up, I'll throw a headscarf on, or I'll put it up somehow, or I'll just tie it, and I'm ready to go. So but definitely makeup is definitely takes me a while. So I had gotten a comment on one of my videos yesterday. It was a really, really good question from Yolanda. She had asked me, because it was on my karma video, she had asked me how, and I'm not looking at the question right now, obviously, so I'm gonna just, I kind of remember at least the basics of what it was that she asked, and her question was, how does karma affect somebody that, so from what I had gotten from the comment that she had left, was that she had told somebody close to her that she was a pagan witch, and that somebody told other people without Yolanda giving her permission. And so she had asked me how I feel that karma works with people like that. Do they get karma because they did that, or does karma skip over them? And not affect them at all, and nothing happens to them? So I guess the way that I feel about that is, first of all, nobody should ever go and tell other people something about you that you're just coming out about. That, especially being in this world where people are very judgmental. Closed-minded people are very judgmental. Open-minded people are more, they're more open, they're more, they want to hear more about it, and they'll judge for themselves. I like people like that, no, I'll judge for myself. I'm an open-minded person kind of thing. But, there are more closed-minded people in this world than what there are open-minded people. So my feelings for that, and I just want to tell Yolanda, I'm really sorry that happened to you, and it wasn't right. Because by doing that, that's almost, by coming out of the broom closet is like coming out of the closet. You know what I mean? It's like almost like for a gay person to come out and finally tell somebody that they trust that they're gay, and then for that person to go running around telling everybody else, oh, so-and-so is gay, and they just told me and they came out about it and they're gay. Like, what gives you that right to do that? You know, if you know that person wanted everybody to know that they were gay, they would have told everybody. But if you're just coming out about this, then that is really disrespectful. And in my opinion, it's very disrespectful. And I mean, I feel I'm sorry, you know, that happened. If that's how it happened, I'm sorry that happened to you, because I feel that when you're coming out about anything, it doesn't matter whether you're gay, you're a witch, you're pagan, you're Wiccan, you know, whatever the case may be, your beliefs, you know, anything that we hold very sacred to us, which is part of us, and a part of us that we're still getting to know, and still, you know, starting to feel comfortable in our skin, and then somebody goes and does that, where they go and tell everybody, where people are already, you know, could have already been judging you for something, and then all of a sudden they find out you're you know, you have a new belief, or you just came out about your belief or your practice, and now they have even more shit to talk about you, you know? Like, that for me, that's really messed up. And you know, I feel that when you're ready to come out about certain things, and who you're ready to come out to is like, if you know that it's a closed-minded person, obviously you're not going to feel comfortable coming out about certain things with them. So, you know, it being your life, you should get to choose who it is that you open up to, and who it is that you decide to tell. And that goes for anybody. Like, I mean, I know that you know, for some of us witches out there, you know, when we find out that another person in our family is a witch, or there's a person in our family who's gay, or anything like that, it's not for you to run around, and even if it makes you happy, even if you're like, oh my God, we got another witch in the family, or oh my God, you know, like, I'm so happy that you finally came out about you being gay, you know, I'm gonna tell everybody. Like, no, that's not for you to tell everybody. It doesn't matter how happy it makes you feel. That's not on you. That's not your business. That's not for you to go and announce it to the world just so that you have something to talk about. And another thing that I'm gonna tell you guys right now, when you're sitting on the phone talking to people, or you're having conversations with people in public or whatever like that, once shit starts to get quiet and the conversation's no longer flowing, end the conversation, let each other go, because once you guys, you know, once that flow stops, you're just gonna start looking for shit to talk about. Once you start looking for shit to talk about, that's when you start gossiping. That's when you start saying stuff that you probably shouldn't be talking about, because you're just looking for something to talk about. And that's not right. When you're running out of stuff to talk about, and so you just start bringing up other shit just so that you can keep that conversation going, it's not right. That's like, that, you know, you might as well end the conversation right there, because it's not going to go anywhere. You're just going to, you know, start bringing up shit that you probably shouldn't. And, you know, do everybody the favor, do yourself that favor. And once that conversation stops flowing, end it right there. Talk to you later. You know, and then next time you got something to talk about, go ahead and talk about it. But once you start realizing that you're talking about other people and you're not talking about yourself anymore, that's where it should end. You know, like, it's one thing if you're talking about other people to try to, like, resolve a situation, but make sure that that person that you're talking to is going to keep their mouth shut. Because if they're just getting information to go and talk about, you know, to somebody else, then you're fucking yourself up, really. Like, you need to be very careful with who it is that you're telling and what it is that you're talking about, because that might be very juicy information to that person, and that person will just go and start fucking telling the whole world because they got this juicy thing that they're just itching to talk about, and it's no good, you know. So for me, for karma, for the person, or for people that, you know, go and tell other people's business, I feel that they're gonna get that same thing, that there's gonna be somebody out there talking about their business, then it's gonna come back to them. They're not gonna like it. They're gonna be like, oh, I don't understand why, you know, this person keeps bringing my name up and talking about me, and why they're going out of their way to talk about me. Well, maybe it was because you went out of your way to talk about somebody else, and you probably deserve it. And if you haven't realized that that's what caused this whole thing, then I mean, it's only going to keep happening until you finally get it, because that's not right to put somebody else's personal, private business out there when they weren't even ready to come out about it themselves. They decided to come out to one person, and then that one person wants to go and tell the world. That's not fair. You're not allowing that person to come out the way that they want to, when they felt comfortable, when they felt that they wanted people to know, and they felt proud of who they were and what they are. And for me, it's just not fair. And that's just how I feel that karma deals with people like that. And but also not okay. Also, I don't feel so if I told somebody that I was a witch, and then that person went and told the whole fucking world that I was a witch, and I wasn't ready for everybody to know yet, I'm not gonna go out of my way to try to pull that person down, because the universe is gonna do it on its own. The universe sees that. The universe sees, well, Nina wasn't ready to come out about this. You shouldn't have done that. You crossed her. Now you're gonna pay. And I don't have to get my hands dirty for that. I don't have to do that. I don't have to do anything with that, because I know it's gonna get taken care of on its own, and I'm just gonna let it be. So, but just know that is painful. That is a painful situation to have to go through, because you're very vulnerable in a point where you're just barely starting to get to know yourself. It's like you're being reborn, and you're still trying to make sense of everything, and then all of a sudden somebody just goes and blows your whole shit up and goes and tells the whole world about it because it's big news and juicy gossip to them. It's not right. So that's how I am gonna end this video, because I'm here, I am at work, and yeah, so I'm gonna get in there and open up and do what I have to do. I'm hoping that Marianne will get on a video with me very soon, because something very, very interesting happened yesterday. So I'm hoping she'll want to talk about it, and she'll want to share with you guys. And I'll ask her. I see her right here, so I'll ask her as soon as we get in there if she wants to do it or not. And hopefully I'll see you guys soon at the next video. And you guys have a very wonderful day, and just remember to be mindful about who you tell your secrets to, because your secrets might be a very juicy topic of conversation. And that's it. And you guys continue to be blessed, and I hope everyone's enjoying your day. And like I said, I will see you guys later, and blessed be.